Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Sports brought to you by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the White Sox game was interesting last night. The White Sox were winning 4-0 going into the 8th, and they lost with a grand slam walk-off and ended up losing 8-4. White Sox have lost 50 games. They've led, like this game, in 24. And half of those games, they've led. And that's where they're at.
Built different, you know. This is the Chicago way. This is Chicago style. White Sox find a new way to lose every night. I am still dumbfounded. You'd almost think you'd be numb to it by now. 4-0.
4-0.
It was 4-0.
In the 8th.
Going into the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah.
Great start last night. And then, man, I mean, things just fell off a cliff.
Now, I understand that you have an apology for today's game with the Mariners again tonight at 8:40. The White Sox will be. You have an apology to make as the White Sox fan and representative here in the room with Brian and Kenzie.
Historic day on Q101, Brian and Kenzie. This has never happened before. I've never apologized to the White Sox for anything that I've said. But when they traded Dylan Cease a week before the season started, I claimed that the haul of prospects they got back, we would never see them. We would never hear from them again. It would go down as a disastrous trade. And let me point out, Dylan Cease has been phenomenal this year for the San Diego Padres.
That's correct.
That is disappointing. But tonight, if you're a White Sox fan who is struggling to find a reason or a will to watch these baseball games, Drew Thorpe, the number 3 prospect in the White Sox organization, one of the top pitching prospects in baseball, he came over in that Dylan Cease trade. He will make his major league debut tonight for the White Sox.
Well, that's impressive. He said nobody would from that trade ever see the field.
Exactly, because we made the Padres trade with Fernando Tatis Jr. a few years ago. None of those prospects panned out. I assume this would be another White Sox trade where we go, oh, remember when we gave up that really good player and got nothing in return? Drew Thorpe has a chance to prove me wrong tonight. I am rooting for him. I am rooting to be wrong.
Unfortunately, I should say, you have to wait till 8:40 to see that game. It's a West Coast game, but
I'll
you go.
I'll take a little nap. I'll stay up late for that one.
Right,
I want to see
go.
this kid pitch.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Some promise there for the White Sox future tonight. The Cubs are at the Rays tonight. They got a day off yesterday, deservedly so. So more Bears Stadium talk just comes into play after their big announcement and then nothing. And the state saying, we're not going to give you any money. You want to give $2 billion. We can't find $3 or $4 billion to help you finish it. The Aurora mayor came back into play here and said, hey, man, Aurora is the spot for the Bears Stadium. Our city's vision and professional know-how make Aurora the natural choice for the Bears' next era.
Amen.
Instead of negotiating with local and state officials over where the money is going to come from for a new lakefront stadium in Chicago, we're poised to immediately welcome the Bears' storied franchise to the City of Lights in Aurora. Now, I don't know how they're going to get around that $3 or $4 billion that they need, that the Bears are asking for.
Small hurdle.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are we going to get around that $3 or $4 billion?
Now, listen, he's saying anyway that they could be creative in that instead of, trying to get it from the state, which they already said they will not do it. They will not add on to a stadium for the White Sox ballpark that Jerry Reinsdorf wants or the Bears stadium that they want downtown.
Well, yeah, thank goodness.
I just don't know what Aurora can do on this, but it sounds creative.
Was it a high school presentation? It sounds creative.
Yeah.
What?
There's no details. It said this is the perfect
so it's
spot.
kind of a lack of creative, if you will. There's not a detail.
Well, I'm also thinking this is Chicago and it's Illinois. There could be something corrupt going on there. I don't want property taxes in Aurora to go up. I don't want any extra taxes for the Aurora people. We love the Aurora people. Things are fine. I don't know if you guys, even in Aurora, want the Bears Stadium there. But the mayor says, bring it on out here.
Bring it on down to Oliveville.
Meanwhile, the Bears still own the Arlington Heights property, just sitting there doing nothing. And that's where it is.
It seems like that would be a good spot for it, huh? The demolished property sitting that's just open and rearing to go.
God, I wish
we
they
could
didn't.
have it by next season.
It would still take a little bit, Kenzie. They have the stands there. They could just play. Like, Northwestern's building a temporary field because they're building a new stadium. They're going to play a couple games at Wrigley next year. And then they just kind of build these temporary stands to play right on the lakefront. Literally, the Northwestern Wildcats will play in their practice facility right on the water there.
Let's just build it like a high school until we're ready. Just throw up some grass and some stands. We'll just go.
How cool would it be to play in a high school stadium in Chicago? Just do nothing. Just play in different high school stadiums every weekend.
It's like a tour.
Oh, that'd be so
Bears
cool.
are on tour.
Very cool.
Who's got the best high school field in Illinois?
Or let's just say even Chicagoland. Good question.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. You might know better because you have a kid that's closer to high
He
school.
doesn't play football, though. So I haven't seen a bunch of football stadiums in high schools.
Who's the best football stadium, high school
Let me
in
Google.
Chicago?
Really, really nice.
I'd
Yeah.
love to take a tour. I love a good turf field. If anybody wants to invite me to their high school football field, I'd love to stand on there and go, oh, yeah, this looks nice.
I mean, the only one I see
High
right,
school.
the one I see is Lane Tech because they
Yeah.
have that big field that's over next to it that's kind of
Oh,
new.
I've seen that one. That looks nice.
That's really cool.
Who is the best Illinois high school football stadium? Well, this question's been asked before.
Did it finish it for you when you started it on Google?
Wait, hold on. I don't know if this is right. I can't say this.
Why can't you say?
Fleur de Lis Field, Greenfield?
Yeah.
Fleur, like they named it like a French name. Mm-hmm. There are new modern football facilities across Illinois. So Greenfield, I guess, has a really nice one.
Okay. I don't know. People think.
Glenwood Athletic Complex. It's supposed to be very nice. I can't even say. I don't know what this Glenwood High School.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
these things have a lot of extra names for high school fields.
Yeah. Well, the richer the high school is, the bigger names.
Eastland Pearl City has 2. Damn.
They have 2 stadiums in one high school.
2 fields.
If you guys know one that's the best, let us know at 312-591-8300.
Stillman Valley is supposed to be really nice.
I've never even heard. Is that in the Chicago area? Or is this in Illinois somewhere?
I said Illinois.
Right. I went on Chicago area because I don't.
Only Chicago. Why?
Yeah.
The rest of Illinois matters.
No, not really.
Yes, it does.
I'm not driving to Carbondale for a Bears game in a high school stadium. You know what I mean?
Well, you expect everyone to drive to Chicago. Most of the people in Illinois don't live in Chicago. Like,
Yeah, but
Illinois is
most
pretty
people
big.
go to the Bears game are from this area.
That's not true.
1,000%. Most
The
people go to
trains
the Bears game.
are like littered with people.
I'm talking about the Chicagoland area, like Metro trains, all that. Yeah, they come from the Chicago area.
Well, do you consider me from the Chicago area? Because the train goes all the way up to Elgin.
I mean Elgin. I mean the Chicago area, wherever you can hear us right now. I'm talking not like Peoria's high school stadium and stuff like that. I don't want that. You know what I mean? We'll
No.
find one. Let us know.
Everyone in Illinois matters, not just Chicagoans.
Not downstate. It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
it does
doesn't
matter.
I'm saying we're not going to take the Bears down there and play in a high school stadium downstate. That's what I don't want to do.
I'd go. Sorry that Brian's a party pooper and he only thinks Chicago matters.
You'll go downstate. I want to see that day where
I'll
you'll
go
drive to a
downstate.
Bears game downstate.
I don't really know what direction I live right now, but I go out of the state all the time. I don't know. Is Elgin considered north?
You're northwest of the city.
I go north every day, baby.
That's right. You're fine where you are. If it's an Elgin High School football stadium, the Bears can play there. All right, finally, Caleb Williams saved the day for a fan of the Bears who bought a jersey on draft night of Caleb Williams. And the Fanatics people said, you'll get it September 27th. Expected to be shipped out then, which well into the Bears season. Caleb Williams himself got involved because he found out about it, and he got the guy. He's going to get one of the first Caleb Williams jerseys, the Bears jerseys. Here's Caleb Williams talking about it.
Hey, Connor. It's Caleb. I just wanted to reach out. I heard that, there was a bit of confusion with the whole jersey situation. So, just wanted to reach out, let you know the Fanatics said that, you'll be one of the first to receive. And much love. Thanks for the support. And, got a little gift for you. We'll be inviting you to a game on our behalf. Like I said, much love and thanks for the support.
How about that? I'll tell you, I was very critical of Caleb Williams being drafted because in college he had kind of a lot of some red flags, let's say, on what he wanted. Like he said, if I get drafted, I want to own part of the team. Very coming in entitled in a way. This guy's become, since he's been drafted, one of the most likable Chicago athletes of all. And he hasn't even played yet. I get that part of it. He hasn't played yet, but he just is very endearing to the city. He's gone over. He was an old Crow partying in Wrigleyville.
Yeah, he was that old Crow.
I mean, he's been throwing out the first pitch. I mean, he has really embraced Chicago.
Let's go.
Yeah, I love it.
That was a great video for my family.
Yeah.
Like, Caleb Williams goes to Old Crow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Quick high school update.
Okay.
Streamwood High School has $1 million field, and Huntley has indoor and outdoor stadium. So we could have a Super Bowl at Huntley.
Huntley has an indoor stadium?
They said an indoor and outdoor. Somebody texted that in. So,
Oh, wow.
So we could host a Super Bowl finally.
Okay. Right there.
In Huntley.
That's right. Let's do it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So normally right here, we'd have you on the phones, and we do Clash with Kenzie for the Third Eye Blind tickets. But we're having an issue with our phones. They kind of crapped out. Case, you want to give us an update there?
Well, normally every day at this time when we do Clash with Kenzie, it's like running with the bulls to get on the phone line. You know, they fill up immediately. People want these tickets. Today that did not happen, and I went, that's odd. And then I called Q101 myself, and it went straight to voicemail. You can hear Lauren's lovely voice when you do that right now.
Okay.
So we've reset the phone lines. We're going to give everybody a shot at Third Eye Blind tickets coming up in just a minute. If this is your window where you're in the car on the way to work and this is when you listen and you want those Third Eye Blind tickets, don't worry. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, trivia will be back at its normal time, and you'll have a shot to win those tickets, okay?
Got it. Very good update.
Okay.
So trivia coming soon as we reset the phone lines, which is happening now.
Yeah, and that might take a minute because, you do that little unplug thing for your computer or whatever, and it's like, wait 15 seconds, it'll come right back up, and it doesn't come back up again. And you're like, damn. And then you do it again, and then we'll see what happens. It just could be a long build-up here. So who knows? We appreciate you.
Did you try shaking the phone case or hitting it? That's what you have to do. You have to hit it against the wall.
He's actually talking to our IT guy right now, so he has to figure that out. So anyway, we can't do that. In the meantime, we were going to talk about this. Apple had a huge update yesterday, an announcement about how things are going to change with your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, everything with iOS 18. And mainly, we want to know if you care about this because we're on our phones, literally. I don't know what yours says, Kenzie, when you get that little alert of you use your phone like 17% more. Yeah, 23 hours a day. Yeah.
Something like that.
It's terrifying when you see that.
Well, especially now that like baby monitors are on your phone.
Yeah.
So mine's genuinely, they're like, oh, your phone's running through the night because like
Yeah.
the baby monitor's up. So yeah, mine's like a 24/7 thing.
Right. So we want to know if you care about these new updates that are happening, and you guys just chime in here. The text line's still working at 312-591-8300, so you can text in. Do you care that Apple AI is coming to your iPhone and iPad? Now, the rewrite tool on there will help you rewrite a text, for example, or a message that you're doing to a boss or just a person, whatever. And let's say you don't like how you're writing it. It changes it to one of three styles. It will do it for you, the AI feature on it. Okay. Friendly, professional, or concise. You can choose one of those three. Like you can write something and it will change it for you in those things.
So do you think concise is like AKA bitchy? Like you're like short to the point, annoyed, very K, if you will.
I didn't take it that way.
I did. Because like, how are you gonna write bitchy? It's like we'll call it concise.
Well, because it got friendly and professional. I'm thinking professional is the same, so concise must be shorter. It's like you said, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what it should be called. Professional, friendly, and those are your three options.
Is there an emoji that goes like with a waving,
snappy,
shaking its head?
Okay.
Do you care about that? Do you need that, or you just? In fact, you can even make it like rewrite like a poem. I mean, I don't know if we need that.
No, see, I don't like that. I do think there's some fun advances in here that you're going to get to. I don't like that because people talk and text like. I write differently than my husband does. You can tell who you're talking to. And it's still, even though it's typing and it's not via conversation, everybody still communicates a little differently, even though you're texting.
Yep.
So I don't want it to be like, well, that was the iPhone. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, like there's still like personalities within texts.
Okay, well, speaking of personalities, do you care that you can get new emojis? In fact, it's called Genmoji, which means, for instance, a tiny drawing of a dinosaur riding an airplane wearing a football helmet, you can make that emoji and use it.
So do you just say, like, into your phone, like, I want a dinosaur doing that, and then it creates it? Or do you type it in and it creates it?
It's however it works. I don't know exactly how it's going to work.
I'm very curious. I wonder if you just type it in and it pops up, like it generates.
If that'd be super easy.
Yeah, it's just, the problem is, this is going to become super inappropriate. It's going to be like, I want an eggplant near a peach. Like, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
We're going to get in trouble. It's going to be less whimsical than I think people imagine.
Or it could be a dinosaur riding an airplane with a football helmet.
With an eggplant.
With an eggplant. So it's going to be called Genmoji, and that's going to be a new... But you can create your own emojis. I guess that's cool. If it's very easy to do.
That's fun, because sometimes there's not one that fits the vibe.
Can't be doing eggplant all the time. It also can change the way you text. And there's a new formatting option that can make your text messages ripple, jitter, shake, and bloom. And this coincides with the new ability you can actually go bold, underline. italicize words in your text, which you can only do, you can't do that now.
I feel like you can do some of that, though. Like, you can already send things with, like, the slam effect or vanishing ink or fireworks and balloons. They're just adding more options to that one,
More
right?
options. Like,
okay.
do you want to be able to underline something in your text?
I right now, I just put it all caps when I mean it.
Oh, Jesus.
Like the word that I want emphasized.
Yeah.
I'm like, today, and then the rest.
Yeah. I mean, again, these are more features. Do you care? You let us know at 312-591-8300. This might be interesting. You can make your own apps more private by adding a Face ID unlock on your app. So you can already do it on the phone. What do you want to see?
Boo. Obviously, men are creating these updates.
I think, listen.
Tomato.
Be fair. Women want to hide things too.
Boo.
Could be a women.
No, not in the DMs.
I don't know. Do you care about that? I don't care. I mean, it's fine if you want to do a face unlock. I don't want to use my face again every time I'm doing the apps that open them.
I don't buy this whole face thing either because I want to like truly hold it up against other people's faces because the other day I had a full-blown purple like facial face mask on, you know what I mean? Where like pore cleansing.
Sure.
And my phone's still open and I'm like, well, I'm purple.
But I think
And the face, my face shape has to be changed because I have a whole mask on. Why is this opening?
well, so has your nose and eyes. I think it goes by your eyes mostly. I think the Face
I have
ID.
horrible. Well, I got eye surgery, so my eyes are different than when I first got my phone.
What'd you do to your eyes?
Remember, I have a tumor, like my eye fell, and I had to get it. So I had a completely different eye shape now because I had to get surgery on it.
When that happened, did your Face ID not work
No,
anymore?
it still works. So I'm like, I just feel like it's just like asking for a face. Like, we'll take a face any face. Because what the hell?
Do you care? You can schedule your text now. This is the final thing on the new iOS 18 update with Apple. You can schedule a text to just send later on.
That's cool.
It is.
Vibes.
But it's also, to your point on the emoji situation, is it going to be a million people, your whole contacts at 2 a.m. saying you up?
No, I see. I don't think you have to schedule perverted text. I think that that's just when the mood strikes you. I think that this will be really good when you're like, I have a really busy day tomorrow, but it's my friend's birthday. And I know I'm going to forget once my kids are up. Or, okay, it's Mother's Day. I want to send these 3 texts, but like you're also busy doing your Mother's Day stuff. I do like that because there's times where I'm like, the first thing I'm going to do is send this text when I wake up. And then obviously your baby wakes up screaming or something, so you totally forget. So that's kind of like lit that you can schedule like a birthday thing or something and not mess that up.
Well, those are 5 new things. Do you care about the Apple update? They announced all this stuff yesterday. And of course, it's coming with iOS 18 on your phone, whether you like it or not. Although I know there's some people that like refuse the updates and they just keep one holding on to like from like 2018. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q at 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
And it is Clash with Kenzie, just a little bit late. Sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers. For tickets, visit boomersbaseball.com. And Neto is competing from Little Village against Kenzie today. Neto, tell us something about yourself.
Well, I do security. Right now, it's not really busy because nobody's shopping and these stores are closed. So I'm about to eat some tamales.
This is my kind of security team. Are you hiring? Not busy.
They're
eating
always
tamales?
hiring, that's for sure.
Amen.
Is that what?
I love it.
Yeah, all you got to do is keep on LIVIN, man. Just keep on living.
Amen, brother.
God, eating some
Basically.
tamales right now sounds good.
Yes, it
These
does.
tamales are spicy, man. They're really spicy.
Well, Case is out, but I'm in.
Yeah. Case would look at him and start sweating.
I can't. I'm sweating thinking about them. My God.
All right, Neto. Well, I'm glad it's a little light today and you're having a good meal. First 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Neto?
Tails.
It is tails. All right. Question number 1. Put the tamale down for a sec. What colors mix to make green? What 2 colors?
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. Kenzie, what year did Christopher Columbus first reach the Americas?
1492.
You did the song in your head, didn't you?
What song?
In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I don't know the rest of the
I
lyrics.
thought there was like a Smashing Pumpkins song. I didn't know or something. When you said the song, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that they hit a lyric.
I don't know who did it. We can go back and fact check that later
I would
on.
consider it more of a poem or a rhyme than it's not like a banger.
I don't know.
Like, hope you hear this at Wrigley.
Put some beats to it. Put some Skrillex under it.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get right on that.
Yeah.
All right, 101 back to Neto.
Neto, what is the square root of 49?
7.
7's right. Neto's got it. Kenzie, there are 4 original colors of Starburst candy. Red, orange, yellow, and what?
Pink.
Pink. They taste good, too, the pink flavor.
I think they're
They sell those
overrated.
individually now, just the pink ones.
Oh, not yellow or...
No.
Why
They-
just the pink?
Because that's everybody's favorite other than Kenzie's.
I know. I'm not a pink Starburst girly. I think they're fine. But this whole, it's the superior Starburst is just, it's blasphemy. I'm not going to get into it.
I didn't know there was a whole thread on this, on the
There
pink
is.
Starburst.
There's like a pink Starburst cult following. And I'm like, it's obviously red's the best. I don't want to talk about it.
I agree that red's the best.
Amen.
But you can chew the red and throw a yellow in there in your mouth at the same time and chew.
A
Ooh.
little mixed cocktail.
Yeah.
I like to drink ice cold water while I'm eating Starburst because then the flavor just swirls around your mouth. It turns into like a slushy. That's what I like to do. Sorry. I have like this weird, like, if I'm eating any sour or like juicy fruit candies, I need really icy water.
Don't ever apologize for that.
Thank you.
That's a great, wonderful thing we've learned here today.
All right, 2-2 back to Neto.
Also, just a note, no one knows this, but Kenzie has stacks of sour candy here on the desk here in the studio.
Love sour candy.
Stacks. Back to Neto.
That's right.
Neto, what are the bones in your spine called? 3.
Your spleen?
Not your spleen.
I love where your head's at, though.
You know, listen, I always say guess. People go, I don't know. At least you guessed, man. Kenzie.
Vertebrae.
Those are the vertebrae bones in your back.
That one hurts for Neto because now he's got 2, Kenzie's got 3, and it's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, if it's 7 a.m. in Chicago, what time is it in Denver?
Oh, shit. I got nothing.
Guess a time.
That's behind us. So I'm in California. If it's 7 here,
If it's 7, how did California get in this?
I was trying to think of where they are. I hate time zones.
If it's 7 here, what time is it in Denver? Well, California.
Florida's an hour ahead of us, so it's 8 there. And then
Give us a time.
Denver is going to be,
Yep.
I'm going to say 2 hours behind us.
So?
So I'm going to say 5.
5 a.m.
I got nothing.
So, Neto, what is it in California? No, I'm kidding. So it's 7 a.m. in Chicago, Neto. What is it in Colorado, Denver?
6?
It's 6 a.m. Yep, you went a little too far there, Kenzie.
Oh, so close.
There's that mountain time zone that's different. So we're central, then it's mountain, then it's Pacific. Pacific is 2 hours behind us.
That's right. Oh, there might be a security issue on Neto's end.
Everything okay there, Neto?
Is somebody robbing the Bath and Body Works?
He dropped his tamales.
Hey, I call the cops. I do not do nothing with that.
Way to distribute.
I like how the security guard's
They
like,
don't pay me enough. They do not pay me enough to go over there and stop somebody from robbing the store.
Oh, Lord.
that security problem is none of my business.
We are not going to say where Neto works, because otherwise there'll be a mass exodus over there.
All right, 3-3 back to Neto.
Neto, according to an old English rhyme, what 4 somethings should a bride wear for good luck?
Something blue,
Yeah.
something borrowed, and
There's 4.
something borrowed, something blue, something from the husband or something. No. I don't know, man.
I kind of wanted to hear
No, it's something blue and something borrowed. That's
Yep, you're right about those 2. Kenzie, can you
right.
finish it?
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Uh-huh. There we go. If you want to grab the husband's wallet, go for it.
Where's tuxedo? You know, what are you doing here? All right, well, Kenzie's got 4, Neto's got 3. Unfortunately for Neto, it is back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what country is Peppa Pig from?
Oh, she's what does he say? She's British.
Yep, so what country are British people from?
Like she's like from the UK or something. I don't know.
I don't feel like we can give that to her.
I was... Neto, can you give me an
British.
answer?
I don't know.
Scotland?
No.
I don't know, man. I do not watch Peppa Pig.
Well, that's a shame.
That's a good show.
They go good with tamales. The show does. So England
My
specifically.
daughter watches Sesame Street.
So does mine now. I love it.
Is the UK and England not? They don't get along, or what's the deal? Is that they're not united in that kingdom, or what's the problem?
England is in the United Kingdom.
So that was right.
No, 'cause
she's
it-
from the UK.
No, there's other things in the UK. So then
But
England.
if I'm like, oh, I'm from Illinois and I'm from Elgin, you know what I'm saying? It's in it.
So if we say, what city do you live in? You're going to say Illinois?
No, but like, where are you? You said, where is she from? Is what you said.
Netto's enjoying this.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to give that to her. It's 4-3.
I said
Neto.
what country. I did say what country in the question.
All right, so back to Neto.
Okay, Netto. In what country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
In Italy?
It's in Italy. So now it's 4-4. Next question wins. Kenzie, which musical is based on the songs of ABBA?
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia's right. Dang it.
He laughs a lot. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. I look this.
Mr. Giggles.
Yeah.
I'm a morning person, that's why.
Yeah.
Happy security guard. This is the one to rob from. He's in a pretty good mood.
You know what? I know we've made this hard, fast rule, Kenzie. This is your feature. But we did it at a different time. Made people wait a long time. Made people like Netto wait a long time. Should we just give them the Third Eye Blind tickets?
I would. You know me.
I know. You can like,
You really put a collar and a leash on me, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
Netto, you go ahead. You got the Third Eye Blind tickets, man. We made you wait a
No
long time.
way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I never won anything.
Oh, look at that.
I love it. It's like you're stealing from us. It's amazing.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.